Hi friends, welcome back to Literacy. Today in your CJ, please write lesson 24, parts 2 through 4. Pause the video if you need more time, but I am going to move on. All right, we're going to start by exploring some of our sh sounds. Remember, we have sh, ch, sh, tall sh, short sh, and sh, z. All right. What do you know about where each of these phonograms are used? We know that these three, T-I-C-I and S-I, are used only at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. We know that S-H spells sh at the beginning of a base word and at the end of a syllable. And we know SH never spells sh at the beginning of any syllable after the first one, except for the ending ship. And we know CH is the French spelling of sh. Good. Go ahead and get out your notebook or wherever you take your notes. And go ahead, take a second to make it look like my paper. Pause the video if you need more time. So we have sh, ch, ch, tall sh, sh, and short sh. Ooh, that's a lot of shushin'. All right. So we have them written and their little rules and hints there. All right, so I'm going to say a word, and I want you to point to where it would belong on our chart, okay? First one is sportsmanship. Sportsmanship, that's a long word. Where do you think that would go? It goes in this column because SH is used to spell the ending ship. Ooh, I almost ran out of room there. All right, next one is attraction. Attraction. You might have to think about the base word for this one. Where do you think that would go? Attraction. Well, we know the base word is attract, and we know that ends with a T, so it's going to go in this column. Attraction. All right, next is physician. Physician. Again, think of the base word here. The base word is physic, and physic ends with a C, so it belongs in this column. All right, next word is chef. Chef. Where do you think chef belongs? Yep, chef is a French loan word, so it belongs over here. Last one is expression. Think of the base word, expression. The base word is express, and that ends in an S, so it belongs in our empty column, obviously, but remember those base words. All right, we are done with this. Go ahead and put it away and get out your workbook for our spelling analysis on page 36. Page 36, we're over here. We are doing spelling list B, of course, because we're smart people. All right. Okay, first word is pollute. Nope, sorry, it's pollute. Pollute. Don't pollute the water. 2 syllables in the word pollute. Pollute. First one is Paul. Let's sound it out. P-A-L. Finger spell. P-A-L. Second syllable is lute. Sound it out. O-U-T. Finger spell. O. A-U-U-A. Silent final E. Silent isn't a word. All right. We have silent final E, and L is saying it's, or L, U is saying it's long sound there. Pollute. All right, number 2 is pollution. Pollution. Why is there so much pollution in the river? 3 syllables in pollution. First one is Paul. Let's sound it out. P-A-L. Finger spell. P-A-L. Just like above it. Second syllable is lu. Sound it out. O-U. Finger spell. O-A-U-U-A. Again, very similar to right above it. Last syllable is Sean. Sound it out. Sh-a-n. Finger spell. Tall. Sh. Used only at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. A-n. And we have our new phonogram right there and long U. All right, number 3, divide. Divide the cards equally among the players. 2 syllables in the word divide. First one is di, sound it out. D-I, finger spell. D-I-I-E-ya. Second syllable is vide, sound it out. I-D, finger spell. I-I-E-ya. D, silent final E. We have long I and silent final E there. Next is division. 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 There is a division in the sidewalk. 3 syllables in the word division. First one is di, sound it out. D-I, finger spell. D-I-I-E-ya. Second syllable is vi, sound it out. I, finger spell. I-I-E-ya. Last syllable is Jean, sound it out. J-A-N, finger spell. Sh-J-A-N. Underline our phonogram, which is saying its second sound in this word. And that's all. Number 5, distance. What is the distance between Austin and Houston? Normally we say distance, so there is a schwa sound in there. 2 syllables in the word distance. First one is dis, sound it out. D-I-S, finger spell. D-I-I-E-ya. Z. Second syllable is tance, sound it out. T-A-N-C-E. finger spell, t, a, k, s, silent final E. Mark silent final E. C is saying its second sound also. Number 6, operation. The operation is designed to fix the break. 4 syllables in op-er-a-shon. First one is op, sound it out. Op, finger spell, op. Second syllable is sound it out. Finger spell, of her. Third syllable is a, sound it out. A, finger spell, a. Last syllable is shon, sound it out. Sh, ah, finger spell. Tall, sh, used only at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. Ah, And we do also have a schwa sound usually right there, operation, when we speak quickly. All right, underline our 2 phonograms here and mark our long A. All right, number 7, discussion. This is another schwa sound with that shun. Normally we say discussion. So I'm going to pronounce it discussion right now. We will finish this discussion later. 3 syllables in the word discussion. First one is dis, sound it out. D, I, s, finger spell. D, I, E, ya. Z. Second syllable is cuss, sound it out. K, a, s, finger spell. K, s, a, s, z. And our last syllable is shon, sound it out. Sh, a, finger spell. Sh, zh, used only at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. A, Underline our phonogram, and that's all. Number 8, machine. Normally we have a schwa sound here, and we say machine, but it's actually pronounced machine. The machine made a loud noise. 2 syllables in the word machine. First one is may, sound it out. A, finger spell. A. Second syllable is sheen, sound it out. Sh, E, finger spell. Ch, k, sh. I, E, ya. Silent final E. Underline our silent final E and our phonogram, CH, which is saying its third sound, and our I is also saying its third sound. It's saying its E sound. Number 9, ultimate. Ultimate. The team won the ultimate prize in high school tennis. 3 syllables in the word ultimate. First one is ul, sound it out. Ul, finger spell. Ul. Second syllable is t, sound it out. T, finger spell. T, I, E, ya. And the last syllable is mate, sound it out. Eight, finger spell. A, t, silent final E. Mark our E, and EA is saying it's a long sound. Number 10 is regular. Regular. The regular price is a good deal. Notice the schwa sounds. We normally say regular. 3 syllables in the word regular. First one is reg, sound it out. Egg, egg, finger spell. Egg. Second syllable is you, sound it out. You, finger spell. You. And last syllable is lar, sound it out. O-R, finger spell. O-R. Underline our phonogram. And U says it's a long sound. Number 11, genius. Genius. My math teacher is a genius. Or my literacy teacher is a genius. 2 syllables in the word genius. I was kind of emphasizing it a little bit too much before. Genius. First one is G, sound it out. J, E, finger spell. G, J, E. Second syllable is nius, which is weird to say. Sound it out. Y, s. Finger spell. I, E, ya. Z. We have G saying its second sound here. We have long E. We have I saying its fourth sound of ya. Ya, ya. All right, number 12. Possession. The ball is in our possession. Normally, we say possession. So notice those schwa sounds. 3 syllables in possession. First one is pause. Let's sound it out. Z. Finger spell. Z. Second syllable is zes. Sound it out. Z. Finger spell. Z. Z. Third syllable is shan. Sound it out. Sh, finger spell. Sh, zh. Used only at the beginning of any syllable except for the first one. Underline our new phonogram. And we have these S's are both saying their second sound. Number 13, apologize. She will apologize for her unkind words. 4 syllables in the word apologize. First one is A, sound it out. A, finger spell. A. Second syllable is Paul, sound it out. Ol, finger spell. Ol. Third syllable is O, sound it out. O, finger spell. O. And last syllable is jize, sound it out. J, I, z, finger spell, g, j, I, ya, z, silent final E. And we have long A, long O, G is saying its second sound, I is saying its long sound, and silent final E. Number 14, stadium. The stadium is huge. 3 syllables in the word stay-di-um. First one is stay, sound it out. A, finger spell, z, t, a. Second syllable is D, sound it out. D, E, finger spell, D, I, ya. Last syllable is sound it out. Finger spell, We have long A, and I is saying its third sound. Last one, commercial. Normally we say commercial, so notice those schwa sounds. Did you see the commercial for hand soap on TV last night? 3 syllables in commercial. First one is com, sound it out. Finger spell. Second syllable is mer, sound it out. Finger spell. The of her. Last syllable is shawl, sound it out. Ol, finger spell. Short, sh, used only at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. Ol. Short, sh, ol. Underline our phonograms. And that's all for that one. All right, nice job. Go ahead, finish copying that down, pause the video if you need more time. And if you are ready, you can join me for our review dictation. All right? Go ahead, get out your notebook, make it look, there we go, just like mine. Lesson 24 review. We will be doing 25 phonograms for review today and 4 dictation sentences. All right. Zoom in even closer. Number 1. Sh, short, sh, used only at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. Number 2, sh, used only at the beginning of a word or the end of a syllable. Number 3, ow, o, oo, may not be used at the end of English words. Number 4, b, 2-letter b. Number 5, hua. Number 6, a, e, I, that may not be used at the end of English words. Number 7, A, E that may be used at the end of English words. Number 8, were. Number 9, a, o, u, ow, uff, off, used only at the end of a base word or before a T. And number 10, sh, zh, used only at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. Make sure you study the ones you are having trouble with. Mark those down and make sure you study. Oops. Number 11, g, gwa. Number 12, ow, o, that may be used at the end of English words. Number 13, sh, tall, sh, used only at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. Number 14, ez, z. Number 15, oi, that may be used at the end of English words. Number 16, ch, 3-letter ch. Number 17, ah, 2-letter ah, that may be used at the end of English words. Number 18, oo, 2-letter oo, that may not be used at the end of English words. Number 19, the of hurt. And number 20, 2-letter. Number 21, a I, used only at the end of a base word or before a T. (22) C. (23) E, the E of field. (24) J, hard J, used only after a single short vowel. And 25, E, A. E, A. All right, nice job. All right, moving along to our dictation. Number 1, the genius had the perfect idea for the commercial operation. The genius had the perfect idea for the commercial operation. The genius had the perfect idea for the commercial operation. Number 2, they will be holding the huge event at the new stadium. They will be holding the huge event at the new stadium. They will be holding the huge event at the new stadium. Number 3, we can divide the groceries, said the waitress. This is a quote, so make sure you're using something. I'll go slower. We can divide the groceries, said the waitress. We can divide the groceries, said the waitress. Remember, we have to put quotation marks around what the waitress, in this case, is saying. So what did the waitress say? She said, "We can divide the groceries." So we put our quotations at the beginning of what she says and at the end of what she says, and we put punctuation inside the quotation marks. Last one, number 4. She must speak about the pollution discussion. She must speak about the pollution discussion. She must speak about the pollution discussion. All right, there you go. Make sure you double check all your work, and I will see you next class period. All right, goodbye.